Blackburn leading the charge in the Senate. Senator Blackburn, welcome. Can you go after this guy? I know you're referring it to the Justice Department, but can you go after this guy? Because I have a feeling this is just the tip of the iceberg.
I think you're exactly right. And, you know, when you look at the 8 senators that Jack Smith decided to surveil, there's a common thread. We are all Republicans. We support President Trump. And we had valid questions about the 2020 election. And thank goodness Kash Patel has fired everybody that was in that CR-15 unit working for Jack Smith. So they're fired. We are going after him. DOJ can do their investigation. I have sent a letter over to the DC bar for a complaint, and then he practices. He's licensed in Tennessee and New York. And after the DOJ does their investigation, we are going to push to have him disbarred.
What does it require to have him disbarred? I mean, suppose you're the governor of Tennessee, all right, which is a possibility. So you kidding, disbarring him? You know, I wish you would, but somehow it just doesn't seem tough enough. What he's done to this country, what he tried to do with Donald Trump, and what he, how he undermined democracy.
You're right about that. And having the DOJ and the Office of Professional Conduct take up the investigation. At the same time, we have the opportunity to file suit against the Biden FBI and Jack Smith and the DOJ because of First and Fourth Amendment violations, separation of powers violations, speech and debate clause violations, and a violation of the Stored Communications Act. And the 8 of us have all talked to legal counsel, and we've talked among ourselves. We can also go after the cell phone companies that turned this information over because there was no notification to us, and they abridged our speech and debate clause provisions.
Well, I just tell you, just that we don't have enough time to ever get through it. But the fact is, these Democrats talking about no King Day. This was the worst weaponization, the worst violations of democracy we have ever seen in this country's history, ma'am. You know that? Whatever they say.
Absolutely, and they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Everybody that did this to President Trump and to people that surrounded him, and then looking at what they did to abridge our rights and our responsibilities. Of course, they should face accountability to the full extent of the law.
1,000% right. Thank you, Senator.